Delve into the world of North Korea's enigmatic leader Kim Jong Un and discover the stringent rules he enforces upon his wife. In this video, we will explore the top 10 strict regulations that she must adhere to, providing a rare glimpse into the private lives of the ruling family. Number 1. Dress Code. The dress code imposed upon Kim Jong Un's wife, Ri Sol-ju, is reflective of the North Korean regime's conservative ideology. Kim Jong Un, like his father and grandfather before him, values the traditional image of women, which he perceives as being essential in maintaining the nation's cultural heritage. As a result, Ri Sol-ju must adhere to a strict dress code that emphasizes modesty and elegance. Ri Sol-ju is often seen wearing conservative attire, with her outfits carefully chosen to accentuate her role as the wife of the supreme leader. A key element of her wardrobe is the traditional Korean hanbok, which she wears at formal events and public appearances. The hanbok is a two-piece garment consisting of a full-length skirt and a short jacket, typically adorned with intricate patterns and embroidery. These designs symbolize the wearer's status and are tailored to represent the ruling family's importance in North Korea. It is essential for Ri Sol-ju to maintain an impeccable appearance at all times, as her image is a reflection of the regime's values. Her hair, makeup, and accessories are always carefully styled and coordinated, often complementing her husband's attire during public appearances. This meticulous attention to detail is another manifestation of the strict dress code she must follow. Furthermore, Ri Sol-ju's wardrobe is strictly monitored to ensure it does not contain any items that may be considered subversive or anti-regime. This includes avoiding clothing that features foreign brands, as they are seen as promoting Western values that conflict with North Korea's self-reliance philosophy, known as juche. This vigilance is an extension of the regime's overarching control over its citizens, and Ri Sol-ju is no exception. The dress code enforced upon Kim Jong Un's wife serves multiple purposes. It upholds the regime's traditional values, projects an image of elegance and modesty, and ensures her conformity with the expectations placed upon North Korean women. By adhering to these strict guidelines, Ri Sol-ju plays her part in preserving the ruling family's image and maintaining the regime's cultural heritage. Number 2. Restricted social circle. One of the most stringent rules that Kim Jong Un's wife, Ri Sol-ju, must follow is maintaining a restricted social circle. This limitation is imposed to ensure her loyalty to the regime, minimize potential security risks, and prevent the spread of information that could be harmful to the ruling family or the North Korean government. As the wife of the supreme leader, Ri Sol-ju's interactions are carefully monitored and regulated, leaving her with very little freedom to form personal connections outside of the designated circle. A significant aspect of Ri Sol-ju's restricted social circle is the prohibition of interactions with foreign individuals. This rule is in line with the North Korean regime's isolationist policies and its efforts to minimize external influences. Any association with foreigners could pose a threat to the regime's stability, as it could lead to the sharing of sensitive information or expose Ri Sol-ju to ideas and values that contradict the government's ideology. Another aspect of Ri Sol-ju's limited social circle is the strict control over her friendships with other women. This measure is enforced to prevent the formation of close relationships that could potentially undermine her loyalty to her husband and the regime. Female friends must be carefully vetted and approved by the government, with a focus on their political affiliations, family backgrounds, and perceived loyalty to the ruling family. This stringent vetting process serves as a safeguard against the possibility of Ri Sol-ju being influenced by individuals with divergent political beliefs or agendas. Lastly, it is crucial for Ri Sol-ju to maintain an air of mystery and distance from the general population. This separation further reinforces the image of the ruling family as divine and untouchable figures, contributing to the regime's cult of personality. Consequently, Ri Sol-ju's restricted social circle not only ensures her loyalty and compliance with the government's policies, but also plays a vital role in maintaining the mystique surrounding the Kim family. Ri Sol-ju's restricted social circle is a manifestation of the tight control that the North Korean regime exercises over her life. By limiting her interactions with both foreign and domestic individuals, the government can effectively maintain her loyalty, reduce potential security risks, and preserve the ruling family's image of power and authority. Number 3. No public appearances without permission. In addition to the restrictions placed on her social circle, Ri Sol-ju, the wife of North Korean leader Kim Jong Un, must also adhere to a strict rule governing her public appearances. She is not allowed to make any public appearances without obtaining explicit permission from the government, a measure that further highlights the regime's total control over her life. This rule serves several purposes, such as managing her image, ensuring the security of the ruling family, and maintaining the mystique surrounding the Kim dynasty. The requirement to obtain permission for public appearances allows the North Korean government to carefully manage Ri Sol-ju's image and control the narrative surrounding her role as the supreme leader's wife. By regulating when and where she appears in public, the regime can present a carefully curated image of her that aligns with their political goals and reinforces their desired perception of the ruling family. This controlled image is essential for maintaining the cult of personality around Kim Jong Un and his family, as well as projecting a sense of unity and stability within the regime. Another reason behind this rule is to ensure the security of Ri Sol-ju and the ruling family. North Korea's government is known for its paranoia concerning potential threats to its leadership, and controlling Ri Sol-ju's public appearances enables them to mitigate any potential risks. By regulating her movements and appearances, the government can ensure that security measures are in place and that she is protected from any possible danger. This is particularly important in a country where political instability and power struggles have historically been prevalent. Moreover, requiring permission for public appearances allows the government to maintain the mystique surrounding the Kim family. The ruling family is often portrayed as divine and otherworldly figures, and limiting Ri Sol-ju's visibility helps to perpetuate this image. By keeping her appearances rare and selective, the regime can ensure that when she is seen, it is a momentous occasion that captures the attention of both domestic and international audiences. This strategy contributes to the mystique and allure of the ruling family, further entrenching their status within North Korea. The requirement for Ri Sol-ju to obtain permission for public appearances reflects the extent of the North Korean government's control over her life. By regulating her visibility, the regime can manage her image, ensure the security of the ruling family, and maintain the mystique surrounding the Kim dynasty. This strict rule serves as yet another example of the constraints placed on Ri Sol-ju's life as the wife of the supreme leader. Number 4. Strict privacy rules. Ri Sol-ju, the wife of North Korean leader Kim Jong Un, is subject to strict privacy rules imposed by the government. These rules are designed to protect the ruling family's image, maintain the mystique surrounding their lives, and ensure the security of the regime. As a result, very little is known about Ri Sol-ju's personal life, with the North Korean government carefully controlling the flow of information about her. One of the primary reasons behind the strict privacy rules is the protection of the ruling family's image. By controlling the information released about Ri Sol-ju, the government can project a curated image of her that aligns with their political goals and the desired perception of the Kim family. This includes limiting information about her background, personal interests, and family life, thus maintaining an air of mystery and intrigue that bolsters the regime's cult of personality. The strict privacy rules also serve to maintain the mystique surrounding the ruling family. The Kim dynasty is often portrayed as divine and untouchable figures in North Korean society, and controlling the information available about Ri Sol-ju contributes to this perception. By keeping details of her life private, the government can ensure that the public's fascination with the ruling family remains intact, further solidifying their authority and control over the nation. In addition to preserving their image and mystique, the strict privacy rules surrounding Ri Sol-ju's life are also crucial for the security of the regime. North Korea's government is notoriously paranoid about potential threats to its leadership and has historically been concerned about foreign intelligence gathering information about the ruling family. By maintaining strict privacy rules, the government can limit the amount of information available to foreign adversaries and minimize potential vulnerabilities. These privacy rules extend beyond Ri Sol-ju's personal life and also encompass her interactions with the outside world. As mentioned previously, her social circle is strictly regulated, and her public appearances require government permission. These measures are designed to minimize the risk of leaks and control the flow of information about her life, both within North Korea and abroad. The strict privacy rules surrounding Ri Sol-ju's life serve multiple purposes for the North Korean government. They protect the ruling family's image, maintain the mystique of their lives, and ensure the security of the regime. As a result, Ri Sol-ju's life remains shrouded in secrecy, with very little information about her available to the public. This lack of transparency is yet another manifestation of the North Korean government's control over her life and their efforts to maintain absolute authority over the nation. Number 5. Limited travel freedom. As the wife of North Korea's supreme leader, Kim Jong Un, Ri Sol-ju is subject to limited travel freedom, both within the country and internationally. This constraint is imposed for several reasons, including protecting the ruling family's image, maintaining the regime's control over her life, and ensuring national security. This limited freedom significantly impacts Ri Sol-ju's ability to experience life beyond the confines of her tightly regulated environment. One of the primary reasons behind Ri Sol-ju's limited travel freedom is the North Korean government's desire to protect the ruling family's image. By controlling her movements, the regime can project a carefully curated image of her that aligns with their political goals and desired perception of the Kim family. This control extends to both domestic and international travel, with her appearances in either context being rare and highly orchestrated. Another reason for Ri Sol-ju's limited travel freedom is the regime's efforts to maintain control over her life. By restricting her movements, the government can effectively manage her interactions with others and limit her exposure to ideas, values, and information that might contradict the regime's ideology. This level of control is a key aspect of the North Korean government's overarching authority over the lives of its citizens, and Ri Sol-ju, as the supreme leader's wife, is no exception. Limited travel freedom also serves to ensure national security. The North Korean government is highly concerned about potential threats to its leadership, and controlling Ri Sol-ju's travel helps to mitigate any risks that might arise from her being abroad. By restricting her movements, the government can ensure that security measures are in place and that she is protected from potential dangers or attempts to gather information about the ruling family. In rare instances, Ri Sol-ju may accompany Kim Jong Un on select international visits or receive special permission to travel abroad for specific purposes. These trips are highly controlled and serve specific political objectives, such as promoting diplomacy or showcasing a more approachable image of the North Korean leadership. Even in these cases, Ri Sol-ju's travel is strictly regulated and monitored, with every aspect of her journey being carefully orchestrated to ensure it aligns with the regime's goals. Ri Sol-ju's limited travel freedom is a reflection of the North Korean government's control over her life and their desire to protect the ruling family's image and ensure national security. As a result, her opportunities to experience life beyond the confines of her tightly regulated environment are scarce, further highlighting the constraints placed upon her as the wife of the supreme leader. Number 6. No political opinions. As the wife of North Korea's supreme leader Kim Jong Un, Ri Sol-ju is expected to adhere to a strict rule prohibiting her from expressing political opinions, both publicly and privately. This rule is in place for several reasons, such as preserving the ruling family's image, maintaining the regime's control over her life, and preventing the spread of dissenting views. As a result, Ri Sol-ju must remain silent on political matters and conform to the government's ideology and policies. The prohibition of political opinions is crucial in preserving the ruling family's image, as it ensures that Ri Sol-ju's views do not contradict or undermine the regime's official stance. By preventing her from expressing political opinions, the government can maintain the illusion of unity and harmony within the ruling family, bolstering their authority and control over the nation. This rule also extends to her interactions with foreign dignitaries and officials, where she is expected to remain silent on political matters and defer to her husband's opinions and decisions. Another reason behind this rule is the North Korean regime's desire to maintain control over Ri Sol-ju's life. By prohibiting her from expressing political opinions, the government can limit her influence and ensure that she does not challenge or question the regime's authority. This level of control is a key aspect of the North Korean government's overarching authority over its citizens, and Ri Sol-ju is no exception. As the wife of the supreme leader, her conformity to this rule serves as an example for the rest of the nation to follow. In some cases, Ri Sol-ju's lack of political opinions may also be used as a tool for political diplomacy. By presenting her as a non-political figure, the regime can project a softer, more approachable image of the North Korean leadership, which can be advantageous during diplomatic negotiations or meetings with foreign leaders. However, even in these situations, her role is carefully managed to ensure that she does not stray from the regime's official stance. The prohibition of political opinions for Ri Sol-ju serves multiple purposes for the North Korean government. It preserves the ruling family's image, maintains control over her life, and prevents the spread of dissenting views. As a result, Ri Sol-ju must remain silent on political matters, further highlighting the constraints placed on her as the wife of the supreme leader and the extent to which the regime controls her life. Number 7. Maintaining the family image. As the wife of North Korean leader Kim Jong Un, Ri Sol-ju is required to maintain the family image, which plays a significant role in preserving the regime's power and authority. The ruling family is portrayed as divine, untouchable figures in North Korean society, and upholding this image is essential for the survival of the regime. To achieve this, Ri Sol-ju must adhere to various rules and expectations regarding her appearance, behavior, and public persona. One of the key aspects of maintaining the family image is Ri Sol-ju's appearance. She is expected to dress modestly and elegantly, showcasing a refined and sophisticated image that reflects the ruling family's status and authority. Her wardrobe choices are carefully controlled and selected to ensure they align with the regime's values and do not attract unwanted attention or criticism. Additionally, she is required to follow a strict dress code during official events and public appearances, further reinforcing the family's image. Ri Sol-ju's behavior is another crucial component of maintaining the family image. She is expected to exhibit impeccable manners, display respect towards her husband and other high-ranking officials, and remain composed in all situations. Her conduct should be in line with the traditional values upheld by the North Korean government and should not deviate from the expectations placed upon her as the supreme leader's wife. By adhering to these behavioral expectations, Ri Sol-ju contributes to the portrayal of the ruling family as dignified and disciplined figures. Furthermore, Ri Sol-ju's public persona plays a vital role in maintaining the family image. She is expected to remain silent on political matters and avoid expressing personal opinions or preferences that could contradict the regime's stance. Her public interactions should be limited, and she should always be seen supporting and standing by her husband during official events and appearances. By carefully managing her public persona, the North Korean government can ensure that Ri Sol-ju embodies the ideal image of the supreme leader's wife and reinforces the mystique surrounding the ruling family. Ri Sol-ju's responsibility for maintaining the family image is a crucial aspect of her life as the wife of the North Korean leader. By adhering to strict rules and expectations regarding her appearance, behavior, and public persona, she plays a vital role in preserving the ruling family's authority and mystique. This responsibility further highlights the constraints placed upon her and the extent to which the North Korean regime controls her life. Number 8. Rigid daily schedule. Ri Sol-ju, the wife of North Korean leader Kim Jong Un, is required to follow a rigid daily schedule, which is carefully orchestrated by the regime to maintain control over her life and ensure that she fulfills her duties as the supreme leader's wife. This strict schedule encompasses various aspects of her life, including her daily routines, social interactions, and public appearances, all of which are subject to the regime's scrutiny and control. One aspect of Ri Sol-ju's rigid daily schedule involves her daily routines and personal responsibilities. As the wife of the supreme leader, she is expected to perform various duties, such as attending to her husband's needs, managing the household, and raising their children in accordance with the regime's values. Her day-to-day life is likely filled with a series of tasks and obligations designed to keep her occupied and focused on her role within the ruling family. Another component of Ri Sol-ju's strict schedule is her limited social interactions. As previously mentioned, her social circle is heavily restricted and monitored by the North Korean government to ensure her loyalty and prevent her exposure to any dissenting views or influences. Consequently, her interactions with friends, family, and acquaintances are carefully managed and planned, with any unauthorized contact being strictly forbidden. This level of control over her social life is a key aspect of the regime's efforts to maintain its grip on her life. Ri Sol-ju's public appearances are also subject to a rigid schedule, as she is not allowed to make any public appearances without obtaining explicit permission from the government. When she is granted permission to attend an event or function, her attendance is meticulously planned and choreographed to ensure that it aligns with the regime's objectives and desired image. This may include coordinating her wardrobe, preparing talking points, and managing her interactions with others at the event. Ri Sol-ju's rigid daily schedule is a manifestation of the North Korean government's control over her life and their efforts to ensure her conformity to the regime's expectations. By adhering to this strict schedule, she is constantly reminded of her duties and responsibilities as the supreme leader's wife, and is prevented from straying from the regime's carefully prescribed path. This level of control highlights the constraints placed on Ri Sol-ju's life and the extent to which the North Korean regime dictates her every move. Number 9. Surveillance and security measures. As the wife of North Korean leader Kim Jong Un, Ri Sol-ju is subject to extensive surveillance and security measures implemented by the regime to ensure her safety, loyalty, and adherence to the strict rules governing her life. These measures encompass various aspects of her daily existence, including her personal and professional interactions, her movements, and her communications. The implementation of these surveillance and security measures underscores the extent to which the North Korean government exerts control over her life and the lives of those within the ruling family. One aspect of the surveillance and security measures targeting Ri Sol-ju is the monitoring of her personal and professional interactions. As previously mentioned, her social circle is heavily restricted and controlled by the government to prevent her exposure to any dissenting views or influences. Consequently, her meetings with friends, family members, and acquaintances are likely to be closely observed and potentially recorded to ensure her compliance with the regime's expectations and to gather information about those in her social circle. Another component of the surveillance and security measures involves monitoring Ri Sol-ju's movements, both within North Korea and abroad. Her travel is heavily restricted, and when she is permitted to venture outside her residence or accompany her husband on official trips, her movements are closely tracked to ensure her safety and compliance with the regime's rules. This monitoring also serves to protect the ruling family's image, as it enables the government to control her interactions with others and ensure that she projects the desired image of the ruling family at all times. These extensive surveillance and security measures not only protect Ri Sol-ju and the ruling family, but also serve as a constant reminder of the North Korean government's control over her life. By subjecting her to this level of scrutiny, the regime reinforces its authority and ensures that she remains compliant with their expectations. The surveillance and security measures imposed on Ri Sol-ju serve multiple purposes for the North Korean government, including ensuring her safety, maintaining control over her life, and reinforcing the regime's authority. The implementation of these measures underscores the extent to which the North Korean government exerts control over her life and highlights the constraints placed upon her as the wife of the supreme leader. Number 10. Complete loyalty. As the wife of North Korean leader Kim Jong Un, Ri Sol-ju is expected to display complete loyalty to her husband and the ruling regime. This unwavering loyalty is crucial for preserving the regime's stability and maintaining the ruling family's image. In order to demonstrate her loyalty, Ri Sol-ju must adhere to a set of strict rules and expectations that encompass various aspects of her life, including her personal conduct, social interactions, and public persona. First and foremost, Ri Sol-ju's personal conduct must always align with the values and expectations set by the North Korean government. This includes maintaining a disciplined and modest lifestyle, showing respect and deference to her husband and other high-ranking officials, and raising their children in accordance with the regime's values. By adhering to these expectations, Ri Sol-ju demonstrates her commitment to the ruling family and reinforces the regime's authority. Ri Sol-ju's social interactions are another crucial aspect of her loyalty. As previously mentioned, her social circle is heavily restricted and monitored by the North Korean government to ensure her loyalty and prevent her exposure to any dissenting views or influences. Consequently, her relationships with friends, family members, and acquaintances are carefully managed to ensure that she remains loyal to the regime and does not associate with any individuals who may pose a threat to the ruling family's authority. Furthermore, Ri Sol-ju's public persona plays a significant role in demonstrating her loyalty to the regime. She is expected to remain silent on political matters and avoid expressing personal opinions or preferences that could contradict the regime's stance. Her public appearances should be limited, and she should always be seen supporting and standing by her husband during official events and appearances. By carefully managing her public persona, the North Korean government can ensure that Ri Sol-ju embodies the ideal image of the supreme leader's wife and reinforces the regime's authority. Additionally, Ri Sol-ju is expected to participate in various political events, ceremonies, and celebrations organized by the regime. Her attendance at these functions is crucial for demonstrating her loyalty and commitment to the ruling family and the North Korean government. By actively participating in these events, she helps to promote the regime's objectives and reinforces the unity and stability of the government. Complete loyalty is a fundamental expectation placed upon Ri Sol-ju as the wife of the North Korean leader. By adhering to the strict rules and expectations that govern her personal conduct, social interactions, and public persona, she plays a vital role in preserving the regime's stability and maintaining the ruling family's image. This unwavering loyalty further highlights the constraints placed on her life and the extent to which the North Korean government controls her every move.